from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
NC State's head coach told me before the game, one of the things he's doing and his offensive coordinator is to make sure their wonderful wide receiver gets the ball. This transfer came in and has really put up yards and been productive. Close to 1,000 yards here today. He said, we're going to look on the play sheet, make sure we're getting him the ball, keeping track of how many times he's touching it. That's the game plan they're starting with. I'll keep you posted how that looks here in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll run it. Brings into the open.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just feeds the running back. Nowhere to go.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Drives inside. Breaks the tackle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Took it all the way back to the house.
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
Number 94, set to kick off.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Drops back. It's Chambers. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. On the move. It's Scott. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun. Got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. NC State going up tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I don't know how much longer they could have gone trying that field goal. 50-plus, that's tough. The kicker will take it. He gave it everything he could, knocked it off the crossbar, it went in. Nice job.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Right back to it. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Shipp. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Second and long here.
Here we go. Ready to go.
Quick give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
To throw, it's Chambers. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Sells to run, looking to pass. He wants to go deep. Upstairs, he's got it. To the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off. Thrust that arm out. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Going for it all. Give him 6. Touchdown, NC State.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells the run, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Just steamrolling the defense. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Ship. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Tar Heel. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute well.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Right down the middle. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Bringing it back. Touchdown, UNC! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Still just a 2-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Turning it on. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, North Carolina! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the 1st quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the 2nd. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Moving out to the right. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. NC State quick to the line. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that. He's looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to...
Line run to the right. The 30. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Flip it out to the back on the screen. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again going...
He's going to let it go. Makes the catch at the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Play action on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. And this is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on fourth. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 28.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Follows his blocks. It's Hall. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football.
Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Between the hashes, it's Snow. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man on the outside. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Right at the line. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Sees an alley. Nice move to pick up yardage. There he goes. He's at the full. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Inside the touchdown, Wolfpack. He would not be denied.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the 1st half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 8 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Fighting Irish, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The victory caps off an 8-4 regular season, and you'd have to think an invitation to a quality bowl game.
Going to the run to start this second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football, even if you're...
Snags it, and he's open. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
North Carolina, 35.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And send the tight end in motion. The fake that wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. And when he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
Caught in the backfield. It's Chip. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught on the RPO. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Out wide right, it's Snow. Open spaces. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he falls on top of his own fumble. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll ride him again. Run ends there. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41.
Wide 53. Wide 53. Ready, go.
Still looking. Buying time to his right.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Hand it to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to establish the run. Stopped right there.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in four-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
He splits the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Scott. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
NC State, a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. At the 40, and runs through another one. Racing to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, NC State. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt.
In the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
Number 90. Set to kick this one away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Scanning the field, it's Chambers. Unloads it left. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
North Carolina, 38.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Working the ground game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team did.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
22. Ready, go.
Snapped on fourth down. Fires to the right. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. To the air, it's Chambers. Stepping to the right. Looking for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Fitted in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Here's some daylight. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Scott. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on! A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
He'll set up to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. From the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations. More passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Oh, pressure's coming. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Right side, it's Ship. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss.